I shouldn't have moved in on a Friday. That's what I kept telling myself when NEPA took the light at exactly 9:47 p.m. My first night. In my own apartment. My own place. I had been proud all day. Snapping pictures. Sending to friends. Your boy don't finally get his own space. It wasn't big. Just a small self-contained in a quiet compound. Cream walls. Brown tiles. One small kitchen. One bathroom that looked like it had seen things. But it was mine. That was until the light went off. Total darkness swallowed the room instantly. You know that kind of darkness that feels thick. Like you can almost touch it. I froze. Then I laughed. Guy, relax, I muttered to myself. You be big man. I reached for my phone. I couldn't find it. That was when I felt it. That tiny fear. The one you don't want to admit is there. So I did what any grown man would do. I started singing. Loud. Off key. Musical note I will never bow down, musical note. My voice echoed slightly in the empty apartment. I stretched my hands across the bed searching for my phone. Nothing. The darkness felt closer now. Then I heard it. A soft sound. Like movement. From the kitchen. I stopped singing. Silence. I swallowed. It's just a rat, I whispered. Even though I had not seen one single rat since I moved in. I cleared my throat and started singing again. Louder this time. But my ears were listening more than my mouth was singing. Another sound. This time clearer. A faint metallic drip. 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 I turned slowly toward the kitchen doorway. The tap. The kitchen tap was running. I was sure I turned it off earlier. I remember clearly. I even tightened it. Or did I? My heart started beating faster. Maybe I didn't close it well, I said. But why did it start now? I stood up slowly. My foot hit something on the floor. I almost screamed. It was just my slippers. I forced myself to walk toward the kitchen. The darkness in the corridor felt deeper than the one in the room. Like it was waiting. I stretched my hands forward, feeling the wall. The dripping grew louder. Drip. 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 I reached the sink area. And then. Silence. The dripping stopped. Immediately. I froze. I hadn't touched the tap yet. I didn't even know where exactly it was in the dark. I stepped back. Hard. My shoulder hit the wall. Okay. Okay. Calm down. I forced a laugh. No mind games. I rushed back into the room and continued searching for my phone. My singing was now shaky. Then I saw it. Something moved near the window. A shadow. Quick. Like someone just shifted their weight. I blinked. Nothing. I stared harder into the darkness. Shapes began forming. That chair I kept near the wall suddenly looked like a person sitting. The hanger behind the door looked like someone standing. I rubbed my eyes. Stop it, I whispered. Then I heard footsteps. Inside the apartment. Soft. Slow. From the kitchen to the corridor. Coming closer. My chest tightened. No. No, no, no. I grabbed the bedsheet and pulled it slightly around myself as if that thin cotton could protect me from whatever was walking inside my house. The footsteps stopped. Right outside my door. I held my breath. 5 seconds. 10 seconds. Nothing. Then. My phone vibrated. I screamed. Actually screamed. My hands finally touched it on the bed. I grabbed it and quickly turned on the flashlight. The bright beam cut through the darkness. Empty room. Empty doorway. Nothing. I stood up immediately and shined it toward the kitchen. The tap was off. Dry. No water. The floor wasn't wet. The corridor was empty. No footsteps. No shadows. The chair was just a chair. The hanger was just clothes. I let out a long breath. Then suddenly, the light came back. The bulb flickered once. Twice. Then full brightness filled the apartment. Everything looked normal. Quiet. Still. I walked slowly to the kitchen. Touched the tap. Tight. Dry. No sign it had ever been running. I checked the windows. Locked from inside. I checked the door. Still bolted. No one had entered. I stood in the middle of the room. And then I started laughing. At first small. Then louder. You see your life, I said to myself. Just because you moved into a new place. I shook my head. All that fear. All those sounds. All those shadows. Just my mind. New environment. Empty apartment. Silence amplifies everything. I sat on the bed still laughing. Big man, I mocked myself. Singing worship because of NEPA. The embarrassment hit harder than the fear. If anybody had seen me clutching bedsheet like village horror movie extra. I lay back on the bed. Smiling. Relieved. The light was on. Everything was normal. I closed my eyes. Still smiling. That was when I heard it again. Drip. 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 From the kitchen. But this time, the light was on.